Hello and welcome to the Gaming and Digital Innovation Lab at the University of Wisconsin-Stout. Today we are going to cover getting started on these vintage systems, the Atari 2600, the Genesis 32X, the Nintendo Entertainment System, and the Magnavox Odyssey 2. So here is the station. So we'll first go over TV setup. We have some directions here for setup. For these first three systems, we are going to use the AV switch box, which is right here to the left of the TV. But first we need to make sure the TV is on the correct input. So we will go through that first. So first things first, turn TV on with the buttons on the front there. And you'll see it might say video 1. Just hit the TV video button once to cycle through it. You want to be on video 2 for the first three systems here. So then we will take a look at the Atari 2600. It looks like this. First thing we'll need is a cartridge. Got a cartridge. It won't show anything until you put a cartridge in. Let's pull the system out a little bit here. Put in the cartridge with the art facing away from you. And then there is an on-off switch on the right there. Push that up to turn on. Then we will need to change the switch box to input 1, which accords to the Atari. You can see it is now showing something. If it doesn't show up right away, you can always click the system on and off again. There's also, on this side, a game reset switch. You can just put that down and it'll restart. All right, so that is the directions for the Atari 2600. All right, so we're looking at the NES now. Here it is. First thing you'll need is a cartridge. And to put the cartridge in, lift up the cartridge hatch like that. Push in the cartridge and then push it down until it clicks into place like that. Power buttons on front should glow red when it's ready to go. And then, with the TV still on video 2, we will switch the input to number 2 for the NES. And there it is. If you have trouble seeing things on the NES, you can always hit the reset button on front, click the power off and then on again, or try taking the cartridge out and placing it back in the system. It might just take a few restarts. Okay, so now we are going to take a look at the Genesis 32X. And first thing to note about this system, I'll pull it out a bit here, is the 32X is this top expansion module plugged into the Genesis. So to use the 32X, we will first need a cartridge. And the cartridge plugs into this top module here, just like that. Then we will click power. And the TV is still on video 2. And for the 32X, we will change the switch box to input 3. And it'll show up. And with the 32X, there is a reset button right there. And if you have troubles with it, try turning the power on and off again and taking the cartridge out and putting it back in again. It might take a couple retries, but there it is going. Go. Okay, so now we're going to look at the Magnavox Odyssey 2. First, we're gonna do TV setup. So with the TV on, it'll probably be on input video 2, as that's what most of the systems use. However, if you look at our directions here, this one does require a slightly different input. So we're going to hit the TV video until it is on cable, the channel. It's hard to see, but it should be on channel 4. If you need to change the channel back to 4, there is a channel switch there. We're gonna leave it on channel 4 like so. Then back to the system, you'll need a cartridge. And you'll notice on the cartridge, it says to press a number. We'll get to that in just a second. So let's press the cartridge into the system with the art facing towards you. Then we'll turn it on, the big red button, and then it'll say select game, and that number on the cartridge, in this case you can press either 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9. We can just press one of them. So press 1. That'll select the game you have inserted into the system, and there it is.